Well, if you can hear all that mud flinging off my tires, we're on a road that the Google intended for us, but it's really more like some sort of dirt path that is for implements and stuff. And so if you look ahead up here, there's a tractor from the guy who we're buying the calves from, and he had to come over here and pull us out. So I gotta walk around in the mud in my work clothes because I come straight from the school, but we're out. Galway got us out of here, but this is quite an adventure to come get the calves, and even to boot, right as the sun was going down, in my eyes, I can't see anything. And then here we go down this little dirt road. I got driving along. I'm like, how far is this road, babe? And she's like, oh, it's like 2 miles. I was like, 2 miles? We can't do this. We got us a little bit of rain last night, and so a bunch of the topsoil there. It's a terrible road. I got to figure out how to tell Google I give them 0 stars for this route because I got stranded, and the only reason that I'm not stranded anymore is because this dude come and pull us out with his tractor. So getting the 2 calves. I think they're going to be 2 males, and we're going to name them Shish Kebab and call him Bob, and the other one we're going to call Dumpling, and we're going to name him Dumpy, or call him Dumply or something like that. But yeah, definitely this is one of those, like, just because the GPS tells you that it's a road, not necessarily always a road. More of like an implement access path for dudes with big tractors and stuff. So it seems like we're finally getting the mud off of here. Yeah, it's a pretty quick tractor. It's going like 20 miles an hour or something. And it's a good thing that he had it, or I'd be sleeping in my van tonight, and I don't even know what I'd be doing tomorrow. So not an up to snuff road, but the adventure continues, and the calves, they will be going in the back of the van in dog kennels. So, hallelujah. Here's my original problem. A mouse, rat, whatever, chewed through these. It looks like this one might have already had been fixed in the past, but it chewed through here, and then this one is just barely being held on with maybe like half of its original. And so this is what connects my alternator into the rest of my truck. No ground, but the alternator itself is grounded. And so what I noticed is when I start the truck up, it stays down at like 8 on the voltmeter, but if I rev it past a certain point, then it jumps up to where it should be. And so I imagine that generates a strong enough current to start going through the, through here and through the mount and whatever. But the point that I'm trying to make is that these old vehicles, man, you can fix them so fast and with stuff like a Leatherman or whatever. And so I came in and I cut the ends of these off, and then I stripped the wire down a little bit. I got me a pack of wire nuts, and so, or these aren't even wire nuts, these are butt connectors. So this one goes on there, and then this one going in there. Come on. I don't think I need the bigger one. Is the red one bigger or smaller?
The red one is smaller than the blue.
The red one's smaller, and I don't need the 12, so this one will work out for me. It's in there. Alright. And then you just squeeze it down with a big old pliers, or your small old pliers, but I have these ones. Fixed. So this is the second time I've fixed an older vehicle. This is a 78. I had a 70 Cutlass that the throttle cable came all the way out, and my buddy was in there trying to put together a new grill. He was getting a little frustrated, and I was like, well, my car just broke, and I was like, let's see who can fix it first. And so I fixed the car before he got done with his grill, and then me and my friends drove around for a while he fixed his grill and cooled off. But sometimes, I don't know, man, this newer simpler vehicle, simple fix. It still hauls a ton of water in the back, you know? And you can fix it before you even get done filling this up.
Yeah, he started it after he started the water.
First. Get back, dog. Get back. So let's start this and see if it has fixed the issue with the charging. Now we're going to show them the voltmeter. Volts. So that's where it starts at. Oh, and look at that. Jumps right up to 13. Fixed.
And we're only halfway done with water.
Well, I'm down here loving my neighbor as myself. This is this young man. I've helped him and his brother before. He's got his mud and mower out, and we saw him when we were coming out of here back when the sun was up, getting our water for our animals. And then after we got done with the animals and the sun was down and the kids were filling up the hay again, I went up to the gas station and I saw his brother, and he was talking to me, and then all of a sudden he said, "You got some jumper cables?" I was like, "Well, I sure do, right here in my truck." He said, "My brother's stranded down there by the creek." I said, "I know exactly where that's at." So he's got some little things going on, 1974 hydrostat. But man, he said he was trying to come down here for 30 minutes or so. And I know I've been stranded sometimes, not quite in this exact situation, but I've been stranded and I sure would like to be helped. So here I am. We'll see how it works. I had to jump him a couple times. I got some wire connectors because I fixed this truck earlier where a rat had chewed through some wires and helped him with that. So it looks like I got to get out and come over here and help him some more. Let's see. What happened, man?
I don't know. It started running, wouldn't wrap up at all. And it died.
Are you sure it's got gas?
It should. I looked in there earlier and I thought I seen enough in there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
It usually runs dry when it runs off.
Yeah. Well, I bet we can get it figured out one way or another. It wasn't running like this before it. I mean, it wasn't running like this on the way over here.
None of my stereo.
So this is the epitome of what I would call low-tech redneck, man. We got the jumper cables for my spare truck battery over here connected, and we got the vest wrapped around the positive so it doesn't short out, and then probably cover this whole thing up with this coat here so that we don't mess with the wires or none of that stuff, man. And then as long as, you know, it'll keep it charged that way, and we can drive this thing out of here. As long as it works, man. My dad had a saying that was, if it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. And if it's ugly but it works, it ain't ugly. And so as long as this thing works, man, what are we going to do with all this extra cordage? Just loop it around or something?
Yeah,
loop it up?
Maybe put it in the lap.
Yeah. Because as long as with the heavy-duty cables are also long.
Grill in the back of your pickup?
Yeah, we can put it in the pickup. That's easy too. Yep. All right. Man, we're going to get out of here. We're going to make it work. Oh. 3.0, maybe it's going to go. All right, I'll get my truck and follow you.
Let me make sure it wraps.
Okay. Yeah? All right. You know, when it comes to that one sheep in the 99, I sure would rather be the 99, you know? Like, I want to just be hanging out in the flock. But, shoot, man, when you turn yourself into the one, however you get stuck out there in those brambles, when Yeshua shows up, he doesn't say to you, "Sheep, how'd you get stuck in them brambles? This is the third time I've had to pull you out of it. You know what, I'm just going to leave you there." Man, he walks out there and he finds you, and he unsnags you from the brambles, and then he carries you back to the flock. He doesn't make you walk that whole distance. And if I was stranded down there by the side of the creek, man, I sure would want somebody to come rescue me and have jumper cables and a battery and a vest and a coat and all that stuff so that I could get myself back to where I came from. And it looks like we got it going, man. I think we're gonna get him back in there. We hadn't moved this far since I showed up, so I think it must be just a couple, you know, old mower wires, battery type. So we got the new battery and the jumper cables, and now he's rolling. Hallelujah. Well, I got him home. No worries. Easy for me to do. It's nice helping people because, man, it's nice to be helped when you need it. So I hope if you guys are ever in a bind, somebody comes by and helps you out of it. If I hadn't have gone to the gas station at the exact time that his dad and brother were up there, if I hadn't have done the stuff with his brother in the past to help his brother out, if they hadn't have stopped by and bought them, you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them deals. So feels good though.